They're scared. Kingdom Come Deliverance series director claims AAA studios are really terrified of internet critics like Asmongold and the Critical Drinker. When somebody starts to critique the game and the corporate world, it does have an impact, as it should.
As it should.
I'm glad people have finally reached the point where their critiques get these execs' attention, because that's been the problem. It feels like nobody higher up, like they're in place and they've got their people doing, oh, DEI, yeah, that sounds fantastic, Leslie. Let's start that shit. That sounds amazing. They were given, the bullet points that everybody's given, that it's going to be great and it's going to be nice and it's, it's going to be hearts and rainbows and farting unicorns. But they don't actually hear the actual community.
Yep. Hey, so Distracted.
They have no idea what is actually going on. Hey, Distracted. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Sounds like something Nintendo would do. Yeah, that's what Chad was saying also.
Also, I think they're coming at this from the wrong angle. This is not a thing to be feared. They should embrace these critiques and criticisms. Not only that, they should embrace them, but see it as a marketing opportunity. Because if they course correct, these same people that are critiquing it will sing their praises.
Yeah, and they'll play the games too, right? Well, I don't know about Critical
and all of the people that listen.
Oh, actually, no. Fun fact about Critical Trainer, because I've been following his Twitter for a short time now. He said, I really don't do video games that often, but I might start, because he read this and realized, there's an opportunity.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, if you get one of these people who people have come to trust for their opinions, and they say, oh, yeah, I like this game. Well, all of a sudden, this is free marketing, my dude. That's awesome.
Unless you're that one guy that hated Asmongold playing this game.
Ugh, that guy was such a weenie. Ugh, that's so lame.
He's super Weenie Hut Jr. Weenie.
Oh man, it's like I don't think I have to take a break from social media for a while. I just can't handle it right now. It's like ugh.
Can't do
a moist towelette.
Oh gosh, people like that. I swear, people like that should have been swallowed. Anyway.
Yes.
But yeah. So this is kind of the thing they need. And right now, I guarantee their PR people and the people who, talked them into, said we need to do DEI because people want that and stuff like that. They're the ones telling them that these people are bad people, right? We need to get to the point where you've got your CEOs actually watching these videos, these critiques, to actually get the real message. This is just one step closer to that.
Well,
because eventually, if you get told that so-and-so is a bad guy and he posts all this shit about you on the internet, eventually you will take the time to look and see what they were saying.
Yeah, and it goes back to what I've said time and time and time and time and time and time again. Get rid of your HR departments. Get rid of your PR departments. They are a waste.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I think that
MEGG was promoted.
I think that you need to I think that you need to have an HR or PR department when it comes to that sort of thing. But the reason that you need that is because not everybody has time for all of this to be paying attention to that thing. But the thing is that you have to have people who are actually trustworthy, not just I read your resume, cool, you've got the job. No, I've seen what you do. I see how you understand things. You can't just give somebody the keys to that without actually knowing that they have your company's best interest at heart, not just what they think they want to see in the world. They actually care about your product, making it into the widest place, not just where they think it ought to go, and you get the customers that they think you should have.
That's kind of why I would say maybe not get rid of the PR department, but get rid of the HR department and have management.
Well, you can't do the hiring. HR department either. But the point is, we're getting a step closer to people that are on the higher runs to actually start to look at this stuff.
Okay, you're going to explain the can't get rid of the HR department thing.
Laws. You kind of have to have an HR who is a middle person for grievances and things like that. If you get rid of the HR, you have to create another department that does the same function.
Legal.
Yeah, it's legal stuff.
Yeah, no. Make legal the HR department. Combine them. Get rid of the fucking Karen.
I don't know if you could really do that because legal's usually supposed to be doing other shit. Yeah, they probably have enough problems of their own to deal with in a daily basis.
I mean,
but yeah, I mean, you kind of have to have somebody, unless your company is so small that you have an open door policy and everybody's sharing the same floor in the office and the boss is right there or something.
Well, I think that the CEOs just need to take more, or whoever's in charge, whoever's running this ship, needs to actually take a more active role in paying attention to what their minions are doing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that a lot of times they don't actually know what their HR departments are doing and how shady they're treating their customers, their employees, and all of these stupid things that they're coming up with that waste all of the money and all of the time and make life hard on everybody else.
Yeah, there was a show that predicated on that whole mentality.
Undercover Boss.
Yeah, Undercover Boss, which I think was kind of cool. Where, you get the boss who goes undercover as a complete new hire in these places and then find out how terrible something is being run or whatnot.
Or how good.
Or how good
there were some episodes where like the CEO bought this dude a house.
Yeah, because of how great they were doing and all this other stuff, and how they've been kind of left under the company and forgotten about, but they've been doing a great job and stuff. So there was a whole show predicated on that. But yeah, more CEOs and stuff, more people in charge of these companies, more owners of these companies need to start being more aware of that. And I think this is just one step closer to that reality. When you start getting people who are saying, why is everything down? Why isn't things selling? What's up? And then, the people who are normally giving them the excuses can no longer give the same excuse anymore because it has happened time after time after time after time again, after release after release. And then they're like, well, it's because of these internet trolls. They're bad-mouthing us. And when that excuse starts to wear thin, then you start getting into the part where something really does need to change. Let's go look into this. And then you may have them task legal to look into something, and they bring up a video and dude is just critical about the thing, and then it gets reported back to him. So I got to see this. Brings it up, and then starts to plant that seed that maybe it was their middle management or something that's the problem.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to let you finish, Zio, but I need to make an important...
It's a long process, but we're getting there.
I need to make an important announcement. I'm drinking pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice?
End announcement.
Okay.
You say pineapple juice?
Yes.
I want pineapple juice. Where did you find juice that is just pineapple juice?
Kroger or Walmart? Here.
We don't have a Kroger's.
You have a Walmart.
We do have a Walmart. Okay, I'll go to Walmart and look for it. And I like pineapple juice.
Dude, it is delicious. And you know what? I'm not going to say what pineapple juice does to a man, but it's very good.
Oh, well, I already know what it does for a man, but I just like the taste of pineapple. Let me tell you, I have been looking for a pineapple beer for the longest time that is decent.
I never heard of
that.
And
I think I found it. It's a pineapple cider thingy.
Yeah. No, I heard pineapple cider.
And it's in my fridge now. I forgot what brand it is, but Stillers. I think it's called Stillers or something.
Okay.
It's good. Dangerously good.
Alcohol inducing good.
It's only 8% alcohol, but it's good enough.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me when I used to drink. I used to drink the Mike's Hard Lime. Oh, that was such a good drink.
Yeah.
It was like 6%. It was nothing, but
yeah, but it's I've not been able to find a good pineapple liquor. And I just want a pineapple liquor. So this is the closest I've gotten. I'll take it. Anyway, what were we talking about? Criticizing
video games,
CEOs, and video games. So yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my.
How you holding up, Meg?
I'm holding together.
Are you on meds yet?
Yeah, I have to be.
Got the
Yeah, I
good
didn't.
stuff.
Well, they didn't give me all of the medications that I needed yesterday because the pharmacist was being a bit of a douche nozzle for whatever reason. So I got something for nausea, which I didn't need, and I got like this 600 milligram ibuprofen, and it's like take 2 a day. I'm like, that seems kind of stingy. I just got cut open and sewed back together. That just doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like that's gonna cut it, chief.
Are you
But
sure?
yeah, so when the lady was one of my friends went down there to get the stuff because I was in no condition. And the guy who was there, the pharmacist, was like, "Okay, so what's injured?" And she was like, "Oh, she had surgery. She had surgery on her knee." And he's like, "Yeah, I know, but which knee?" She's like, "I don't know." Like,
Does
what
it
does it
matter?
matter?
What does it
No,
matter?
the answer is no. It absolutely doesn't matter. And
Yeah,
he was
I
like, "Oh,
know.
well, yeah." And so she was like, "The left knee," and she's like, "I think," and she was correct, but she kind of hedged on it because it was like, I mean, she doesn't live with me. She's just a family friend, you know? So she's
Yeah.
like, I guess. And
No,
then,
see, they were trying to test to make sure she wasn't trying to get meds.
well, then he was like, okay, come back in an hour. And she was like, I don't have time for this. Okay, fine, whatever. So yeah, it was just, yeah. So my husband had to go and get it today. But yeah, my doctor actually called today to see how I was doing. And I was like, yeah, I'm just waiting to get, so I can take my next ibuprofen. He was like, that was just for the inflammation, right? Like that's not for pain. The other thing
Mhm.
is for pain. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Well, then
I'm
in
about
that
to
case,
say,
I'm like, I'm doing really well then for just being on the ibuprofen. Then I'm doing amazing. You have
Meg's a
no
badass.
idea.
Yeah, like I told you, she
I did
army crawled to a
it.
device to use that had better microphone on
She
it.
already crawled to her cell phone charger. No,
I actually did. I actually did have to like I can't my I actually did have to like well kind of crawl. I had to like scooch with my and hold my leg up because I have this huge,
Yeah.
very heavy brace on my leg. It's like 5 pounds. And I'm like, that's cool. That's totally what you want on your leg. And then like gravity also, which sucks by the way. So I have to like hold my leg up because otherwise it just hurts a lot. So I'm holding my leg up with one arm and on my butt and just like sliding across the floor to get to places. It's awesome. It's good. Hey, sometimes
get
you gotta go, man.
traveling one cheek at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
the funny thing is, like, my ex-wife had a leg surgery where they put like a rod in and stuff and
Hmm.
bolts. Did they do anything like? Are you part machine now or?
No, no. So he's just so my meniscus tore into what's called a bucket handle. So like you know what a meniscus looks like?
Not
Definitely
since
not.
college.
Okay, the meniscus basically sits between your two leg bones in your
Oh,
knee,
is it that little
and
bone in between?
it's not a bone. There
Or
it's
cartilage thingy,
two pieces of
whatever it
cartilage,
is?
and they're both
Mm,
Yeah.
shaped like
okay.
C's. So
Okay.
Oh,
take
I know
one
what
of
you're talking
those.
about now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so take one of those C's and then draw a line in the middle of it, like another C inside of
Oh,
it,
it
and then
tore it.
pull that up. That's called a bucket handle. That's what happened. And not only that,
Wow.
mine flipped over. So yeah,
Ugh,
that's
that
why I was
sounds
off my leg for an
horrible.
entire month.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that
it
got
was
me the
terrible.
jibbly. I got a visual image of that in my head. Like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next story before we die.